Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday, December 8th, 4:37 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyway, if you're paying attention, it's an operative word, I guess, in this kind of environment. We have to trade in a lot of short-term chart patterns. Today, had a 10-minute pattern at right here. Look at it. About 10 minutes until 2 p.m. and a pretty clear pattern. So that should translate to upside or, if you want to trade like the UBXY, just take a look, not that it is anything great, but let's see, try 42. That's a dime to, didn't make too much, but made a little bit of money. Anyway, looking at the markets to see how they performed as a result of that downside divergence, which means they should have an upside divergence, which they did, just not very formative, in the way of making any real serious progress. I'm going to show you something, even though it's probably not something you want to do, it's just something you want to keep in mind that as a result of the pattern that formed 683, you wouldn't think that'd be too far out of the money. So it was over 682, around 682. So 683 call, let's see, went from, believe it or not, 2 cents, 0.02 to 80 cents, about 74 cents. That's 37 times your money in just a matter of a couple of minutes. It just goes to show that when the momentum is building in something, that even though you think it may be something that might not produce, you might want to hang on to it to the very end if you're trading that way. So anyway, the Qs had a slight upside divergence. Did they produce anything? 624. A penny to 26 cents, a dime to $1.23, about 12 times your money. So some serious attention needs to be paid to things at the end of the day, especially when there's a downside divergence on volatility that was pretty determined to do something, and looks like it did do something. So may not be in keeping with the things that you really like to see. But, I don't know. When you look at this pattern here, what do you not see about it? The only thing I can not see is the future, what it's going to bring. But I know it's going to be good. It's going to produce something, and something it did, another 1,000% or 2,000 or 3,000%. So, or more if you pay close attention. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Talk to you later. Oh, tomorrow I may be a little bit late for the expiration day class because I have a doctor's appointment sometime in. Oh, well, that's the Wednesday, but tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, so I think it's about 1:30. So I may or may not be back here by 2 o'clock. So just in case you're wondering where I am, that's where I am. Talk to you later.